application of trigonometry? What is the application of trigonometry now? So the trigonometric functions applied to real life. Suppose a tower is there. So a tower is there, cell tower is there. So I want the height of the tower. So observer here, observe the height of the tower. So you want the height of the tower. So it is unmeasurable quantity. It is not possible to measure. But here the distance will be possible only. And here we will find the angle also possible only. So here totally in what is the trigonometric functions says na. So in a right angle triangle situations, so totally 3 sides and 3 angles are there. So in that any two measurements, one angle and one side, or whatever it is, one angle one side we know na, automatically we find the using trigonometric functions, trigonometric ratios we will find. So height of the tower. So height of the tree. So height of the tree. It is to find the difficulty. It is so measuring is difficulty only. So that's why. So here also what we will did now. So here measurable distance is observer and tree. So it is distance is possible to find, and angle also possible only. So using this two measurement using trigonometric ratios we will find. So what I will say now, what is the use of application of trigonometry now? So any unmeasurable quantities we find the using trigonometric ratios, whatever we know the measures. Unmeasurable quantities we find the using trigonometric ratios. For that purpose we used application of trigonometry. It is very useful in real life. So this is the application of trigonometry introduction only. So before going to that, here we will discuss trigonometric ratios. So we recall the trigonometric ratios. So before going to, we will discuss what is the ratio. The ratio between the sides and angles. The relation between the sides and angles, that is the ratios. So here I will take an OP is a ray and OQ is another ray. So here these two are two rays, here making an angle theta. Here I will take 2 points A and B unjoined. Here it is the OA is the horizontal distance. D1 I will assume that, and here vertical distance, that is that we indicated as height. So vertical distance we known as height, that is H1, and this stretched length, that is L1 I will assume. So I will take more another points here C D. Here I will join so CD. So what is the height? H2 only. What is the height? H2 only. And the distance will be, so horizontal distance is D2 only. And the stretched length, that is nothing but hypotenuse L2 is equal to, also change. Here you observe that here the height will be proportional to length. Height will be proportional to length, and height will be proportional to distance, and distance will be proportional to here three cases are there in these ratios. Three cases are there. Case 1, what is that now? I will take, and H is proportional to L. H is proportional to L. So I will take the diagram. So right angle triangle. Here H and L I will taken. So here H L and here theta. So case 1 what we will do now? So what we will write here, L H is proportional to L. Why? Because here the height will be changed now, automatic length will be changed. Height will be changed now, automatically length will be changed. That means that H height will be increased now, length also increase. So that's why that relation H is proportional to L. H is proportional to L, and it can be written as H is equal to KL only. So K is the proportionality constant, and it can be written as H by L is equal to K. H by L is equal to K. And case 2, and here I will take only the relation between distance and length only. So D is proportional to L. The distance will be increased, the distance will be point to point increase, and automatic length also increase. So that way D is proportional to L, and D is equal to KL only. And what we will write? D by L is equal to K, some constant K, proportionality constant K. And the third case, three cases only. So next case 3. What is the case 3 now? Here we will take here height, and D only we will take. H is proportional to D. Height will be increased, and automatically distance also increased. These two are proportional. H is equal to KD, and H by D is equal to K. H by D is equal to K. Here what is constant K? Here we will take one circle, we will take now, and here it is the radius, and it is also radius. And here I will draw now here perpendicular O A and P M. So PM is perpendicular to OA, and it is the theta now. Theta, it is opposite side only, and it is adjacent side only, and it is the hypotenuse, Sin of theta, what we will write? Opposite side by hypotenuse. So here what is the constant is sin theta is equal to H by L only. Sin theta is equal to height by length, that is the hypotenuse, opposite side by hypotenuse, and it is the constant here. So complementary angle, here theta means here 90 minus theta, it's complementary angle. So that's why cosine theta, that is cos theta is equal to D by L. And here tangent of theta, that is tan theta is equal to H by D only. So here these three the trigonometric functions. And what are the ratios? Reciprocal ratios means here sin theta reciprocal is cosecant theta only. Cosecant theta. Cosecant theta means reciprocal means here L by H only. L by H. That is the hypotenuse by opposite side only. Hypotenuse by opposite side only. And here secant theta is equal to sec theta is equal to L by D only. And here cotangent theta is equal to D by H only. These three are the main, and these three are the reciprocals of itself. Reciprocals of itself.